Hello. Hey, how's it going? It's been a while. Not really. I just streamed like a day or two for hacking contest, which I have another stream coming up on Sunday, so be sure to check that out. Today we're going to be looking at the combat and upgrades video for Sonic Frontiers. This is going to introduce us to the combat and upgrades of, you guessed it, Sonic Frontiers. I think this is what's going to be like a big selling point for the game, which is obviously why they're highlighting it. Without further delay, let's start it. Also, love the new Sonic team intro. It's beautiful.
Sonic Frontiers introduces a new take on the action-adventure and platforming genres by combining blistering speed with blazing combat. For the first time, Sonic has a skill tree full of exciting...
Alright, I just want to pause it here to get a greater look at the skill tree here. We saw some of the skill tree on screen at like events. It looks like we got a variety of different things. I don't know if like each of these things will branch out to a different path. Like it looks like going downwards, you get to choose which one is going to be your starting point, and then if you go the left route, you can upgrade things on the left route and then go down to the bottom route, whereas on the right side it doesn't really connect to the bottom route down on the left. However, I'm gonna make like a split edit to where I put this clip here. So hello past Dave and future Dave as well, because you're editing the video, so you know. How you doing? Doing all right? Yeah. But yeah, no, this looks really interesting.
To unlock new skills, you'll need to collect enough skill pieces from fallen enemies and breakable items around the islands. Sonic also has his standard moveset, including a homing attack, drop dash, and stomp at the beginning of the game. While these moves...
I'm gonna pause it right there just because I wanted to bring up something about the drop dash. Now I've heard that the drop dash is kind of weird.
Drop dash.
It looks very satisfying to pull off, but like it looks like it's just
drop dash.
Like, how do you put that in? Does it replace the bounce? Now I've heard many things about the bounce being weird as well. Instead of pressing the button twice to bounce, you hold the button as if you were going to stomp and it bounces. So that's gonna confuse me, as I know it's confused a lot of other people. I had someone in the chat of my hacking contest stream the other day, and they were talking about how they felt like the bounce attack was really weird and that it doesn't carry any like upward speed, momentum, the word that you're not supposed to say. But yeah, I thought that I wanted to point that out. It's really interesting. I'm not sure if it's gonna be the same way.
While these moves are effective against normal enemies, you'll need to level up and unlock new skills if you want to take on bigger and stronger foes awaiting you on the Starfall
This looks
Islands.
really cool. I like that.
A normal enemy on Kronos Island is not
love the kick
compared
move
to those on later islands. So make sure you're collecting the red seeds of power and blue seeds of defense to boost your stats and give yourself a fighting chance. Levels up, so do your enemies.
I do like that. I do like that the more Sonic levels up, the more the enemies adapt to him leveling up. It makes it really does make it feel like the enemies are more threatening, and that the artificial intelligence is learning more off of what Sonic is doing, in turn making him stronger, which is like a theory that I had, that like all while Sonic is trying to figure out what's going on and how to get out of it, he's also in turn making the artificial intelligence Sage stronger as he's upgrading. So she's like feeding off of his power in a sense, which I find really cool. Yeah, I like to see it adapt.
Completing combos is a good way to get the upper hand during
Also
battle,
love the movie Sonic references with those.
skill called Phantom Rush.
This is really cool.
Sonic's combo meter will fill up after attacking enemies consecutively. Once the combo meter is maxed out, Phantom Rush is activated, and your attack power will be boosted until the meter reaches 0.
That's just so cool.
Massive amounts of damage in a short burst. Use Sonic Boom, a long range.
That's what it's called. That's called Sonic Boom? Really? I feel like Chaos Kick sounds better, but that's just me.
Kick that unleashes shockwaves at the enemy. Another option to dish out major hurt on your enemies is Wild Rush, a flashy, zigzagging attack that sends you crashing into your target with great force.
I remember when this like move was first shown off to people, and they were like, "Oh God, that looks weird." But I mean, as you can see, the animations look fantastic. They look so much better.
Incoming fire.
Silo.
Certain enemies in Sonic Frontiers have a shield or barrier protecting them. Break their shield with Psyloop and then deal as much damage as you can before it goes back up. If your opponent happens to land a hit on you, just use the Psyloop ability on the ground.
I do like that you can collect more rings on, like, in the middle of battle, because, like, that was something that I was worried about. And I know, like, I've seen people talk about them not really liking that, that you can use it, like, infinitely, in a sense. I don't know if they'll put a limit on it. They probably will put a limit on it. But, you know, in the middle of battle and being in a situation where you have to collect rings and either running off or staying in battle, I really enjoy them giving you like a way to remain in battle, you know, without having to stray far off into the distance, find some rings, and then come back to the area. That is very, very well put in place, and that is something that makes me like it even more, because I'll be honest, in the beginning I was very skeptical about open zone. I'm not too big on like open-ended gameplay styles like Breath of the Wild, and you know, Breath of the Wild being the only game that I can really compare this to in a sense. Probably Horizon Zero Dawn as well. I don't like having to stop what I'm doing in one area because I don't have enough of what I'm doing in said area, such as like health items and whatnot, and have to leave, travel all the way back, find some more health items, and then go all the way back over there. You know, halfway through going and exploring for more health items, I'm going to get distracted and want to explore something else. So having like an ability that will allow you to instantly get back into battle and recover from that is mwah. Perfecto. Thank you, Sega, for that.
During combat, you'll need to study your opponents and determine the best strategy to take them on.
This is such a cool move. I like that the rails like disappear, and you can see like the rail that he was just on, the enemy will like attack it. Stop talking, I'm trying to talk.
Once you have an opening, you can dish out all the skills you've unlocked from the skill tree. Experimenting with new abilities and discovering
these enemy designs are really good.
Defeat them with ease.
Parry. The platypus.
Use your enemy's moves against them by utilizing parry during combat. A visual cue lets you know when an enemy is about to attack. If you react quickly enough, you can parry it and follow it up with a counterattack of your own.
That is so cool.
All these skills and more gives you tons of options to become the most formidable force in the frontier.
Heck yeah.
Master your approach to battle and teach your enemies not to mess with Sonic the Hedgehog.
Better not mess with me. Better not mess with my boy. But yeah, no, the combat looks fantastic. Definitely a reason to keep playing the game, and the more I hear from people that's actually played the game, and if you've played the game, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. The more I keep hearing about people playing the game, the more excited I get, because it just looks like this game has so much more to offer than I thought it was going to have to offer in the beginning. And it's really shaping up to be like one of Sonic's best games yet. And you can call me crazy all you want, but I'm almost certain that this is going to get nominated and maybe even win the Game of the Year award at the Game Awards. Fingers crossed. But yeah, so that was the combats and upgrades video. Let me know what you guys think of the combats and upgrades. Let me know what you think those other upgrades might be, because I don't think they went through all the upgrades. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of it in the comments down below. And as always, I'll catch you guys later.